Diary of St. Francis de Sales, August 13. It is commonly said that as life is, so is death. What kind of death do you think the Blessed Virgin Mary experienced, if not a death of love? In her life, no ecstasies or raptures were reported, because her life was a continuous rapture of intense charity. Now, when the time came to leave this miserable earth, love caused the separation of her soul and body, and since there was nothing in her that hindered the possession of glory, her soul, adorned with incomparable purity and beauty, soared to heaven immediately after death. Family Sermons. On August 13, 1603, St. Francis de Sales received several heretics from the entourage of the Duke of Bellegarde and other people from that province in Gex, and preached with great apostolic zeal. The Protestant ministers, indignant, decided to nullify his influence on public opinion, and even planned to eliminate him. Due to their ignorance, they did not dare to attack him in open disputes, and for reasons of state, they could not lay hands on him. However, they attempted to poison him. He found out, though it is unknown how, and was able to take an antidote. Furthermore, he requested that the matter not be spoken of, saying, "We are in a nascent church. Christ Jesus wanted to warn us of this attack, and we were able to remedy it in time. What more do we want? With the sacred sign of the cross, and with living faith in the Lord, I believe and hope that the most deadly and poisonous things will not harm us." His family informed several doctors who, according to the saint's symptoms, concluded that it had indeed been poisoning, but the servant of God, so as not to hinder the interests of the Catholic faith, imposed silence on all and made a promise to go to the feet of Our Lady of Compassion in Thonon. Fortunately, our saint fully recovered. Reflection on August 13. The passage from St. Francis de Sales' diary for August 13 offers a profound reflection on the nature of pure devotion and the trials faced for one's faith. Death of love versus fear. St. Francis begins by contemplating the unique nature of the Virgin Mary's death, describing it as a death of love. This illustrates a life so filled with divine love that even death is merely a transition to eternal union with God. Life as a continuous rapture. Mary's life is depicted as a perpetual state of charity and grace, serving as a model for living in continuous devotion. Her death is seamlessly aligned with her life of love, suggesting that a life filled with divine love naturally leads to a peaceful and glorious transition to eternity. Trials and faith. St. Francis de Sales' encounter with adversity in Gex serves as an embodiment of living and persevering in faith despite external threats. Zeal in preaching. His dedication to preaching and converting others is marked by apostolic zeal. The resistance and hostility he faced highlight the challenges confronting those who steadfastly proclaim their faith, underscoring the courage required to remain devoted. Faith amidst threats. His calm response to the attempted poisoning reflects profound faith and trust in God's protection. By choosing not to publicize the threat against his life, he demonstrates selflessness and prioritizes the broader mission of fostering faith over personal grievances. Final reflection. This passage challenges us to live a life of continuous devotion and love, reflecting the purity of the Virgin Mary's life and death. It also calls us to embody courage and faith in adversity, trusting in divine protection and prioritizing the collective mission of faith over individual safety. St. Francis de Sales' example encourages believers to endure trials with grace, responding to hostility with steadfast faith and humility. This message inspires us to emulate such resilience and love in our spiritual journey.